Hey Z, you wanna say hi?
Hi.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, Mosa, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29. You from out here, Tucson?
Yes, born
Yeah.
and raised.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as like addiction and stuff like that, how did that start for you?
Well, I know it's kind of like messed up to say, but like I kind of knew that I was always gonna end up doing drugs because my family. Because in my family, like it's one way or the other. Like you're either gonna end up like everybody in my family, or you're gonna not. Most of the time, you end up doing what they do, and then figuring out what you want to do after that. Um, but I grew up in CPS from the time that I was 6 until I was 18. Um, so I got taken away from my mom when I was 6, and like I grew up institutionalized. And my first time doing drugs, I was 18. Uh, I had gotten out of prison, Perryville. I did 5 years. I got tried as an adult when I was 14, and I got out when I was 18. And so I went in 2009. I got out in 2013, and but before that, I was institutionalized and like really how do you say, they wanted to, like, to control me because I was like in group homes, like in mental places for juveniles, hospitals, and I got sedated a lot. I got medicated a lot. Uh, you know, I used to get beat up by the officers, like in the juvenile detention centers, and I used to fight with them, and like I used to run away a lot. But before I got out of prison, I told myself one time, because everybody was asking me like, "What are you gonna do when you get out? What are you gonna do when you get out?" And I was like, you know what? Or don't ask, one person asked me, or a couple people asked me, "What are you gonna get high when you get out?" And I'm like, I said, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna get high." I said, I told myself a couple days before I got out, I was like, I'm gonna at least try whatever I can, whatever drug I can, at least once. And if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, then I don't. And I'll do whatever I want to do with it afterwards, or however it turns out. And I didn't know that I was gonna be dealing with so much shit when I got out of prison. Um, my mom didn't tell me that she relapsed on meth. And that really fucked me up. Uh, she was late to come pick me up from prison. And she kept begging me, "Don't leave with your dad. Don't leave with your dad. He's a horrible man." Like she just painted this picture of my biological father being this horrible man, but he really wasn't. Like everybody has their faults and goods about them. But my dad, wasn't the man that she painted him to be. But she would intentionally, a lot of times, provoke the person, like the anger out of him, because he wouldn't respond to her, because he didn't want to deal with her and stuff. But I was like, you know what? I did 5 years and some, and you know what? You want to tell me to stay here inside this fucking this prison, this place, and you know that if I stay here and wait for you to come, you're not gonna even be able to pick me up. Are you listening to what I'm saying? She wouldn't even listen to me. She was like, "No, just stay there. I'm gonna be right there." I said, "They're telling me, the SEALs are telling me that if my mom or my dad doesn't get here within so amount of time, I have to go back to my yard for another 24 until tomorrow. Then they're gonna make transportation arrangements for me, like a shuttle, or like the shuttle and shit, or the Greyhound, to come back over here from Goodyear, from Perryville. Um, but that's just another whole process. And like,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to stay in there longer. Like, they woke me up early as fuck to get to the front of the prison just to sit there and wait all fucking day. And my mom said she was gonna be there for me, dude. She wasn't there. She slept in or whatever, and like they ended up telling me that one of my parents were there, and I was like, "Who is it?" And they're like, "It's your dad." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And so
Wow.
this was the first time I ever met my dad, like face to face, like physically, like
In person, yeah.
yeah. I was 18, my biological father, and the feeling I had was just like like excitement, excited and like proud. Like, I know it's fucked up to say that, but like I know my dad's been in prison, and I have this like idolism and like respect, and like I'm very political even though I'm a female, because I have a lot of really strong genetic genes of my dad that are just out of the world. Like You know, like the genetic pool from your parents is really strong. People don't realize it, but or they're in denial about it a lot of times, you know. And I get it, but I don't know. Like I was just like, hell yeah, I got out and I walked out of the gate and I was like, you know, I see my dad and I was like, Dad, you know, I was all happy. And he was wearing like a flannel shirt, button up, fucking pants, dress pants, and he had his hair slicked back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was.
It's official. Yeah.
Yeah, real official, real official. A lot of his friends consider him or call him like a cool cat, a smooth,
Okay.
a cool smooth talker. You know, like real good with the people and the ladies and stuff. So his name is Jesus J Salas.
Yeah, a lot of charisma, huh?
Yeah, a lot. Salas, Jesus Salas, his name.
That's one of the scariest things too. I remember when I got released from the yard, I think they let us go at like by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And thankfully my family was on time, but I can't imagine not knowing like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's scary. So how was life growing up for you? Like overall? I know you said you were in and out the system. Do you remember any contact with family before I got
yeah. I actually remember a lot of things, you know, because a lot of people say you don't remember things from when you're little. That's bullshit. Like, I can remember things from when I was little, like if it was yesterday, you know, like, it's just within now because I do so much drugs, like that it's hard for my memory to keep it, you know, like remember it, you know, like if I just did it yesterday or, you know, a couple days ago or whatever, you know, but things like from when I was younger, I can remember, like, I remember when I was like 3 years old, I was running around the apartment complex in Phoenix with a Christmas tree in my hand. I was 3. I had a little Christmas tree, but a 3-year-old should probably carry that big of a tree, even though it's still a small tree, and Christmas lights on it because we never really had that. And I was just like really excited, you know. I was like, Mom, I got a Christmas tree, you know, like. And she's like, Mosa, where'd you get that? You know? And I run inside and I told her, close the door, Mom, close the door. And I said, shh. And I plugged in the lights. And I can't put up a tree by myself, you know? Yeah. So I just let it tilt over against the wall. And I plugged in the lights. And I was like, isn't it beautiful?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big moment for you.
Yeah.
So as far as today, what does today look like for you? Like, how do you get by? How do you support yourself? What does that look like?
I panhandle. Sometimes I run into like decent people, like decent homies that, you know, help me out and shit, you know. I give a lot of love to my street family, like through the ins and outs and ups and downs and all around, you know, like, I don't know, like, sometimes it's a trip, like how I'm still here, you know, and
your story's not over.
Yeah. No? Like, I have a homie that tells me, like, he's like, one day he's like, you realize you're one of the last ones standing, right? Like from when this first started. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I thought I was the only one that noticed that. Because all the ones that try to take me out or like try to like hurt me or make me suffered like hella hard. Like, homies would come and tell me some shit and I'll be like, for real, that happened to so and so, whatever, like, and they were trying to do that to me. What the fuck? Yeah, it's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But every day is a struggle, you know. And right now I'm in temporary housing, and I met a really good guy named Country, and we kind of really hit it off, you know. And this is the first time that it actually felt happy and stuff. And we're just waiting like for them to find us an apartment, a stable like actual apartment. Right now we're just like in a what is it called? Transition.
Okay.
It's a housing program up the way on Miracle Mile, across from where the guys go when they get out of prison. That place up there.
Yeah.
It's right across from that.
Okay.
I don't know. We're trying to get off of these motherfucking shit. You know, like these blues are no joke, dude. Like,
how long you been doing the blues?
Since they came out. But you know what's crazy is like, I hated them when they first came out. Like, I would talk shit to everybody around me, like, get that shit away from me. Like, I hate that shit. It smells. Get that shit away from me. Like, yeah, I hate it.
Smells like popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, I never did them.
I was like, what the fuck is that you smell? You smell like burnt popcorn. Yeah.
These smell like, kind of like burnt popcorn
a
little bit. I tripped out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
You don't realize it how, like...
It's badass. Thank you.
you don't realize it how fucked up your family is until it's too late, you know, and how deep everything's already engraved in you, and like how deep everything's been indented in you, like, you know, with the trauma, with the abuse, with the bullshit, with the mind games, you know, with the fucking false love and the false affection, you know, like motherfuckers that know me, like they know that what I give is real, what I do is real, you know, like last night my homie told me, he's like, the only two bad things I've ever heard about you, like from anybody, is that whenever you set something up with somebody, you don't ever come on time, or you don't come at all. And if there's a better opportunity that arises for you at the time, you'll go with that instead of what your
yeah. It'd be like that.
And I was like, you know what? I can't even lie. Like,
that's
true. You know what I mean? And then he said, but you know what? Anybody would do that. Like, if there was something else given to them, they would want that, right? Better, right? And he said the same thing. So like, I don't know why they're tripping, you know? And honestly, like, the reason why, and I say this to all the people that I've ever hurt their feelings, or like, or they thought I intentionally like dissed them or whatever. I didn't mean it, you know? I'm sorry to all those that I did that to, for real. I've always wanted to say sorry to all of the ones that I did that to. But I never meant it intentionally. It was just the fact that I know that 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to be the first ones not coming, not me. Why am I going to get so excited over somebody saying that they want to chill and see me, and then I go and they're not there? I've been fucking told that certain people were going to do things all my life, even my mom, you know, and they never did it. They consistently showed me false hope, you know, I don't know, like inconsistency, yeah. So I just thought, well, if I already know they're gonna do it, so why can't I do it, you know? So I'm not hurting nobody, you know. I mean, but I was, you know, like, and because certain homies would tell me like, damn, what the fuck, why didn't you come? Like, I really thought you wouldn't come, like, and I just like, I don't know, like, you know.
Yeah. Man. So we'll finish it off with a crazy story.
Okay.
Tell me something crazy that's happened since you've been out here. If you could speak on it.
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to think of what's the craziest thing, you know. Oh yeah. Okay. So this guy that I'm dating, can I say your name, babe? Can I say your full name?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy that I'm dating, his name's William. He goes by Billy, but he goes by Country. He's not from here, but he's been living here for about 4 years now, you know? And he's amazing. But it's so funny because we hit it off, right? And we're chilling for like an X amount of time already, right? And all of a sudden we realize that we've known each other 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
4 years ago we met. And we didn't know all this whole time we've been fucking chilling, you know, everything, you know?
Wow.
And we're like, what the and I'm just sitting there like, for reals? For reals? For reals? Like what the fuck? And he told me everything back, and I was like, not a lot of people know that I worked at KFC, so you're right. Yeah, you know me. I worked at KFC, yeah. And at the time I was with my baby's dad, Andrew Martinez, and shout out to my kids and our three daughters, and to him, he's a wonderful dad, you know, like they moved recently, so I don't know where they're at, you know, so I don't know where my kids are at, and like I know the case is I know shit has closed, and so I want to see them and I want to go spend time with them, and I just know that his parents are putting shit in his head and that they have no room to talk, like, you know, like, but they're getting shit inside my baby's dad's head. So like after me not being there for so long, I assume that he starts believing it, you know, because his mom and dad have brainwashed him to the the core. He thinks anything that they say is true or real or gonna happen or not happen, you know, like he'll never leave his mom. Like even when I got housing, he didn't want to leave his mom. Like, and I get it, yeah, you know, like the native culture, like they stay family reoriented and shit, you know. But once you're a certain age and you have kids and you know you gotta like prosper yourself and you gotta like make something of yourself, you can't live with your parents forever, you know, like you gotta at least try to once, you know, to be on your own or something, you know. Because what are you gonna do when they're not there anymore, or when they throw you out, you know, or when they act like they don't need you anymore, you know, because they got what they wanted from you, you know.
So last question: if any family or friends see this interview, do you have a message for them, or do you want to say anything to them?
I love my mom from far away, and hope she's okay.
Route 16 to Honotani Transit Center.
A lot of people always ask me like, do I have a twin or a sister, and I just laugh and I say no, but I have a mom, you know, that I look just like, and she's older. She's a lot older actually. She's probably like 51 now, and but she doesn't look like it. She looks like she's 29 or 30, you know. When I first got out of prison, me and my mom would be walking up and down the hood and like around the hood and shit. People would be like, "Is that your sister? Is that your twin sister? You guys look like twin sisters." Like, and we would laugh and be like, "No." And then I just wanted to make another shout out to my kids. I love my kids, Nevaeh Martinez, Skylar Martinez, and Talia Martinez. I love you, babies, and I love my dad, my real dad. I love my real dad, and just I love my haters. I love my haters. We love our haters.
Shout out to the haters.
This is my homegirl. Shout out to my homegirl AZ.
Shout out to AZ.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful woman.
Yeah, she's cool.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you for your story, Mosa.
Thank you for hearing me.
Absolutely.